do this. Let's get some energy. Hey guys, you're watching Tech Addiction Episode 8. I'm your host, JayzTwoCents, coming at you live from the Fat Man Production Studios in Southern California. We've got a lot of really interesting things to talk about today, and guess what? None of it involves Apple. Hallelujah! Don't you go anywhere, we're going to talk about all sorts of crazy stuff today. So I've been kind of covering the production fiasco going on over at Foxconn in China, and it all started with the fact that they couldn't keep up with the production of the iPhone 5. And they came out publicly last week and said that they could not keep up with production. And remember I said that they might have been outsourcing some of that stuff to one of their other sister companies? Well, things have just gotten a lot thicker. You see, Foxconn's been dealing with suicides, suicide threats. People have literally been jumping off of the roof of their employer's business. I can't say that I've never myself actually thought of doing that. That would be the understatement of the century. But anyway, Foxconn earlier this year ordered tens of thousands of assembly robots to replace employees, to bring a higher efficiency and a lower operating cost to the manufacturing plants of Foxconn. Well, this month, here we are 15 days into November, 10,000 of these robots have already arrived at one Foxconn factory, and they didn't say which one it was, but they are saying that 10,000 of them are currently being installed as we speak. So there's potentially 10,000, if not more, Foxconn labor jobs that are getting ready to be axed, because we all know computers are more efficient, they're faster, they don't complain, they don't jump off roofs most of the time. You know, if you thought things were getting ugly in China right now, expect things to get worse, because if you're complaining that you can't keep up with your job and you can't make ends meet and your stress level is just too high, how much stress is it going to add to you if your job is replaced by a circuit board, electricity, and something that can go 24 hours a day and doesn't need a coffee break? Foxconn said that these robots cost anywhere between $20,000 to $25,000 to produce. Foxconn did say, well, hey, you know, it costs 2 to 3 times the annual salary of the employee that it's replacing to do a $20,000 to $25,000 robot. So I guess now we know what China's paying their employees. Looks like they're paying somewhere right around $7,000 a year in China. Wow. I pay $7,000 a year on coffee. I have a feeling this one's going to take a couple of takes. This is not going to be easy to say. The Green 500 list has listed the Xenon Phi as the world's most efficient supercomputer. The Xenon Phi's code base. The Xenon Phi. Wow, that's hard to say. Oh my god, Xena Phi. Xena. She's hot. Intel's supercomputer boasting the Xenon Phi processors, several of them, is codenamed the Beacon, and it offers 2.5 billion floating points of operation per watt. That's 2.49 gigaflops per watt, and it has a max performance of 112,000 gigaflops while consuming only 44 kilowatts of energy. And you know what's sad? Is it still can't run Battlefield 3 on high settings, and it can't even dream of running Minecraft with the add-ons and tech kit and shaders and textures and all that stuff. You need 2 of those bad boys to actually run Minecraft. Anyway, this bad boy is a beast, and Green 500 has listed it as the world's most energy efficient supercomputer in the world, and I mentioned it in other videos. This is the start of the Matrix, and this is the start of Skynet, and we all might as well just go ahead and kneel down to the new mechanical computer race. How long have you been with Xbox Live? You see, Major Nelson just tweeted that he's confirming that they're giving away free special edition Xbox Live Xbox 360 consoles to some of their members who've been around Xbox Live the longest. I definitely don't have a shot at that. I've only been with Xbox Live since 2008. If you've been with Xbox Live since the beginning, you may be getting one of these of your very own. I wonder how much it would go for on eBay. So if you're a gamer, you're already aware that on Monday at midnight, Black Ops 2 launched. And a lot of people stood out in line for the midnight releases at various retailers, Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, Thrifties. No, maybe not Thrifties. But there were thousands of people waiting in line to get their special edition copies or just their hard copy of Treyarch's hit game Black Ops 2. If you happen to buy that game on PC, it comes with more than one disc. Well, a lot of people on all these different forums for Black Ops, both Treyarch and Steam, are reporting the same thing, that when they go to put in Disc 2 during the installation process, an installer for Mass Effect 2 pops up. So one guy put up a video on YouTube describing this problem, and it shows that the Disc 2 is actually Disc 1 of Mass Effect 2. And when it hits OK to continue the installation of Black Ops 2, it says enter Disc 2. So it appears that somebody in the assembly line or the copying line of these discs, and I'm gonna say right now, I'm not really gonna blame Treyarch on this one, because you see a lot of people are blaming Treyarch. What people don't realize is Treyarch makes a master copy and then outsources it to these digital media specialists who then do mass copying of these discs. See, Treyarch, they're a designing company. They're software developers. They are not digital media. Well, somebody somewhere in the line really screwed up because they put the Black Ops 2 label on the Mass Effect 2 disc. And well, now they have a huge problem to fix here, because there are a ton of people who are unable to install their Black Ops 2. Speaking of Black Ops 2, I had the honor and the privilege of attending the Yeousch Live and PTFO Live 24-hour live stream for the Black Ops 2 launch event in Los Angeles, California. And I've got to go ahead and tell you, I met some of the coolest people I could have ever imagined meeting at this event. And a couple of people I just want to go ahead and give a shout out, because they're a hell of a lot bigger than I am. Right off the bat, I want to go ahead and thank BigSnackks. He's the CEO of Yeousch. Awesome guy. He put together an amazing event, really pulled together some sponsors, and gave away probably one of the best prize collections I've ever seen in any giveaway in any genre whatsoever. BigSnackks, awesome shout out to you, man. You did a great job. A couple of other people I had the opportunity of meeting. HolidayDoc, who gave me my start into YouTube. Got to meet and hang out with him for several days, got into some shenanigans, got into not really too much trouble, but I'm sure if there was more time, there's a lot of trouble that could have been had. MidgetKing, an amazing guy, stand-up guy, he's serving our country, and he found the time to come out to LA and participate in one of the best live streams I think I've even seen. FearlessnV, pro gamer on the Call of Duty circuit with Team New Breed, taught me a lot when it comes to Xbox 360 and getting back into the groove of things. That guy really knows his shit. I also had the opportunity of meeting Mr. Blackout, Mrs. Blackout. You may also know her as Amy from Trailer Tuesdays over on the Yeousch.com and the YouTube Yeousch channel. I also had the privilege of meeting Whack4863, who's one of the employees over at Yeousch. Stand-up guy, make sure you go check out his channel. And I got to meet MinnesotaBurns with Trollarch and the PTF crew, Chaosxsilencer, CODByNight. Just the list the room was too big for me to feel like I belonged to be a part of it, but they all accepted me. It was great. I had a lot of fun. We've got to thank Fullscreen for opening up their studio and their offices to us, allowing us to come and basically trash the place for a few days and cap their 100 megabit upload fiber optic system, where the ISP sort of started to throttle because of how much data we were sending. But of course, if you guys were watching the stream, we couldn't have done it without you, because what's the point of doing it if nobody's watching? And make sure you go over to Yeousch.com and don't forget to subscribe to their channel at youtube.com/Yeousch. And it's that time again for technology's dumbass of the week. And you see, last week was the first week I actually brought you a dumbass that didn't have anything to do with crime. And this is going to be the second week in a row where we talk about a collective group of people who are just proving that you give them a voice and a camera and a network and a news studio and a lot of money, doesn't mean they're going to bring you the news the way it's meant to be brought. See, technology has given them the voice to reach you. And they decided to go ahead and do a spot on what they believe to be a UFO captured on live news. But you see, it was a fly. It was a freaking fly. You see, there's some science behind this, where the weather and the time has to be just right for a fly to be able to actually fly, because there's, I guess, a whole aerodynamic thing going on with the fly's body and the wings and this and that. But, you know, you get a fly flying around in front of a lens, or even off in the distance if it's a big-ass fly, and it looks like a speck or a dot flying across the sky really fast. But they brought in experts to check out, you know, this video to see if it was authentic, and even experts were saying that it was authentically an unidentified flying object. Well, I think the only thing unidentified when it came to this flying object was what species of fly was it, because it was going by too fast. But You know, maybe there are UFOs out there, maybe there's not. You know, maybe you believe in a higher being or extraterrestrials or time warp or, you know, My Little Pony. It doesn't matter. This is not a UFO. These are flies. And I have a really hard time with the fact that you can have a collective group of experts all coming to the same conclusion that it's unidentifiable. But guys, look at the video for yourself. I'm gonna link it down below. This is just, I'm losing my mind with some of this mainstream media. I mean, how can you sit there and do a story about a fly and call it a UFO captured on TV? I just don't get it. So what collective group of professional journalism could have brought you a flying fly and called it an unidentified flying object? Well, that would be none other than Fox. The same network that brings you Family Guy. Well, I like Family Guy. Family Guy is awesome. American Dad, Married with Children did Fox. You know, I'm naming some of the most awesome shows. But when it comes to news, sorry, Fox. Your technology's dumbass of the week. Okay guys, it's time to get out of here. That's been episode 8 of Tech Addiction. I'm your host, JayzTwoCents, and I hope that you'll check out my channel and some of my other videos. I put up a few reviews, some unboxings, I've got some gameplay up there, I've got some vlogs, I've got some dual comms, I've got a little bit of everything for everybody. You could basically say that I'm bringing the 1950s variety channel back to YouTube, so I hope that you'll stick around, subscribe, make sure you follow me on Twitter for some exciting news that I'm bringing up within the next couple of weeks where I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Ooh. What could I be giving away? It's not me, guys. I'm taken. Sorry. I'm taken. I'm married. I have a kid. I've got debt. You got the debt. If you want the debt, it's all yours. But anyway, stick around. I hope to see you in my next video.